Well, let's take a look at the Wonky Hive. Looks like they're going in and out quite a little bit. Got 3 boxes on there. Let's take a look. This is the top shim. It's for like the feeder box. And I'll let them build all kinds of wacky stuff at their leisure. And boy, they do not like straight lines, do they? But I'm maintaining it up toward the lid, and I'm keeping it off the top of the frames. Once in a while they do stick something to the frames and make a little bit of a mess, so I just clean it up each time. And it also gives me time to look around to see if there's any mites on the larva. And as I see, there's no mites to be seen. Maybe this is a good way to do mite checking, I don't know. Plus it gives me a sample of honey to chew on while I'm thinking about it. There's a couple of babies. You can see them right through the cell. And look at that honey up there. Well, now that's out of the way, let's take a look at the first box. We're going to flip it over. We're supposed to do this quickly now that we have so many beehives. We're supposed to look for queen cells to see if they are ready to swarm. And it looks like there's still a lot of empty space in there. So I think we're good to go. So let's put that box back on there. And it looks funny when they're trying to come in the entrance even while you're still putting the box back. And there wasn't even a box, and they're just like all in the same path. Well, let's take a look inside, a little deeper. Looks like a little bit of pollen. Nothing really on the outside frame there. And there's some more of the brood. A little bit of scattered brood left up there. And I checkerboarded them and gave them some empty foundation, and it looks like they're really not doing much with it. Just a hint here and there. And no eggs, no larvae. And this is some that looks like I dabbed it with some wax, and it's still, they're not really doing much with it. And when they do, they're doing Wonky comb. And the two frames on the outside are, looks like a little bit of larva, a little bit of pollen there on the left hand side of your screen. And one more frame on the outside. And more of everything. We got pollen, we got the babies, we've got the nectar. A little bit of everything. And remember, I've moved these frames around, so that's not really where they originated. So they're kind of just using it for whatever they want. And I'm going to use this opportunity to collect some wax. I use the wax that I collect from this bird comb, melt it down, and I dab it on nude, undrawn foundation just to try and encourage them to use it a little earlier. And the honey, I consume it. What else would you do with it? A snack. You know, it's a lot of work out here doing this beekeeping. Well, time to put the boxes back together, and big mistake. Don't ever pick your boxes up upside down. It's not recommended. Well, now I know where my 4-way mini nuke split box went. And I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to put another box on there instead of that one. I was looking for that the other day. And this is the top box. I didn't look at the frames, but now I see there's lots of larvae and eggs and everything else, which means we have a laying queen in here. At least she was laying up until I squished her. Yes, I think I did. There's white stuff sticking out of the side of that yellow marked queen. That's not a good sign, is it? Or is it just gooey stuff that got stuck to her? I don't know, it doesn't look good. So I'm going to actually split this hive up. I'm going to give her her own box, see if she survives, make sure she has a little bit of eggs in there, some larvae, some food. And so if they do replace her, I'm not lost. I gotta pull out all the dirt and sand out of these frames because nobody likes to eat dirty honey. And we're gonna see what happens to her. And I'm gonna do the same to the other hive. We're gonna put a little bit of everything in here, put it back together, put the wacky wonky comb on the top, and see what they do. And on the ground, we have a mess. And guess what I just heard? Thunder! When it goes bad, it all goes bad. So I'm trying to clean up these bees as quick as I can because it's starting to rain. And trying to encourage them to go back in the box before they get soaking wet. But apparently there's no queen in here, so they really don't want to go back in. Go figure. When it rains, it pours. Well, thanks for watching my really bad mess up Galloway Lights.